Welcome guys, it's Ivan here, and today I wanted to cover some of the major achievements that Tesla has been able to execute so far in 2019, which I believe will have a massive impact on the Tesla stock price going forward. Starting off with the release of V3 supercharging, which decreases charging time by 50% to approximately 15 minutes per charge. When looking at global coverage, Tesla is doing a phenomenal job, with both Europe and the USA having more than 99% coverage by the end of 2019. And what's really cool is more than 90% of China will be covered, which accounts to more than 1.2 billion people. Then there's the famous $920 million debt payment that short sellers were convinced would put Tesla out of business, which was fully paid out in cash. And it should also be noted that in Q1, Tesla did secure a $521 million loan for the construction of the Shanghai Gigafactory. So when you put the two together, we can see that Tesla has reduced $399 million of debt from their balance sheet in Q1. And remember, there was no capital raise. Next, Model 3 production issues have been ironed out. As we can see from the Bloomberg production tracker, the production rate has been steadily rising and is easily over 5,000. We can also see that Q1 Model 3 sales in the US are up 274% from Q1 in 2018, while ship after ship carrying Model 3s has been arriving in China. Not to mention, the Model 3 is the best-selling EV in every single European country that has published sales data, and it's not even close. And yet the media and analysts keep saying the demand for the Model 3 is low. I don't think so. The numbers show a completely different story here. Then there was the unveiling of the Model Y. And what's got me excited here is that SUVs are a much larger market than the sedans. So when Tesla starts to produce and sell Model Ys in 2020, we expect to see bigger numbers than what we have seen so far with the Model 3. And best of all, the Model Y and the Model 3 share 76% of the same parts. So building up production lines will be streamlined immensely. So I would expect to see much faster ramp of the Model Y in the initial months of production. Moving on to the progress of the Chinese Gigafactory. And just look at the progress that's happened in 1 month. And it's crazy to think that they could be producing cars in Q3 or Q4 of 2019. And to put things into perspective, the Chinese EV market is more than 3 times bigger than that of the US market. China is aggressively pursuing EVs, and current estimates show that EVs could make up more than 50% of the market share. So think about this, if people are buying Model 3s in China now, with up to 40% tariffs, imagine what the demand will be once a Shanghai factory starts producing cars. This is going to be huge. And then there was news that Tesla was acquiring Maxwell Technologies, so they could use their dry battery electrode technology. If the deal does go through, it would enable Tesla to push its current advantage in battery technology to all new levels, as Tesla would be able to increase their energy battery density by 10 to 20%, which means they can further increase the range of their cars, or produce the same cars with less weight, which would therefore further increase the range. Another big positive is that if Tesla was to switch to making dry battery electrodes, they would no longer need large ovens to heat and dry lithium-ion battery rolls, which would significantly lower the cost of production and free up massive amounts of space, which they could then turn into more production lines. And the best part is, Tesla is looking to acquire Maxwell Technologies for $218 million in an all-stock deal, which means they won't have to use up any of their funds to do so. And then there was also Tesla Autonomy Day, which gave us a glimpse of the progress Tesla has been making in the world of autonomous driving. They have developed the hardware which has made full self-driving possible, and they are light years ahead of anyone else. And all Tesla cars produced now come with full self-driving. Also announced was the Tesla Robotaxi to go live in 2020, which if successful would turn cars that Tesla currently is getting back after their leases into massive money-making machines. And finally, Tesla announced a refresh of the Model S and X, in which they have upgraded their motors, drivetrains and suspensions, which increase the range of both cars. So all in all, a super solid quarter by the Tesla team. However, the media is reporting that Tesla just had the worst quarter in history. Analysts made a huge deal about Tesla missing Wall Street's expectation on revenue, but when you compare Q1 of 2019 to Q1 of 2018, we can see that revenue is up over 30% on a year-on-year basis. So in summary, just look at the progress Tesla has made in 2019. It's utterly insane, and they're not slowing down. In fact, the pace at which they are getting things done is increasing. So if you guys like this video, please hit a like and subscribe, as we have more videos coming out over the next few days. And just a disclaimer, we are not financial advisors, so make sure to do your own research before making any financial decisions. Anyways, see you guys next time.